There's an amazing story breaking today about General Petraeus and what he did with classified and top-secret information. The Daily Beast reports, quote, David Petraeus, a retired four-star general and former director of the CIA, pleaded guilty Tuesday to giving highly classified information to his ex-mistress. The information came in the form of 8 black books that contained everything from identities of covert officers to discussions with President Obama. All 8 books collectively contained classified information regarding the identities of covert officers, war strategy, intelligence capabilities and mechanisms, diplomatic discussions, quotes, and deliberative discussions from high-level National Security Council meetings, and discussions with the President of the United States. They continue, the books also contained national defense information, including top-secret SCI and code word information. In other words, they say, these weren't just ordinary secrets. This was highly classified material. Let me repeat that directly from the Daily Beast article. This was, quote, highly classified material. Patraeus personally delivered the black books to a residence where his mistress was staying in Washington, D.C. A few days later, he returned to retrieve them. So he just left these books with her and then was like, okay, I'll be back. Look through all of the secrets that you're not allowed to see. Patraeus pleaded guilty to 1 count of unauthorized removal and retention of classified material. The deal lets Patraeus avoid a long public trial that would reveal details of his affair with Broadwell. The misdemeanor charge carries with it a 1-year prison sentence, but, of course, prosecutors have suggested just 2 years probation and a $40,000 fine. Petraeus awaits sentencing by a judge. It's unclear if Petraeus would be stripped of his security clearance, which he kept after resigning from the CIA. Wow. So do a little comparison here. You have Snowden, who is threatened with life in prison. You have Manning, who's in there for years. But Petraeus does something worse than what those guys did, and he gets probation. When you have power, you get to override the wrath, the fury that everybody else gets if they step out of line. And he's still, as of right now, he still has his security clearance. He gave away top secrets. They're like, no, that's cool. Keep your security clearance. You want to give it to your grandma, too? You want to give your grandma the launch codes, the nuclear launch codes. And then we'll lock her in the room and just see if she presses the buttons for shits and gigs. How absurd is this? So, understand, the Snowden leaks were deliberate, and they were specifically only things that violate the 4th Amendment of the Constitution. It's very clear that they went through all the documents to only pick out the things that they know violated the Constitution, and they only shared that information because they said the American people have a right to know this information. The government has no right to say these things are classified. So that was smart. But what Patraeus did is he just showed top-secret codes and top-secret information to somebody who sucked his dick. That's it. That's literally what he did. Somebody blew him, and in typical, like, you know, high school fashion, he's all giggly. She touched my penis, so I'll just give her whatever the fuck she wants. You want the nuclear launch codes, baby? Here, you take them. You touch my penis. I can't help it. I like you because you touch my penis. So here, take the secrets that you should not know at all. Now, let me pose this question for you. What if it turned out that she was a Russian spy? What if she was anybody who was in that position blowing Petraeus because they thought, hey, let's have this person blow Petraeus and then maybe he'll give up this information that we want? What if that was the case? See, no, this is why this is a much bigger deal. Snowden and Chelsea Manning, they should get medals for what the fuck they did. What they did is right. It is just. It is exactly the right thing to do because they're taking information that should not be classified and top secret and releasing it. They're right to release that because they're standing up for the Constitution. The people in the government were not. So they're real patriots. Petraeus is just a little boy who got his pee-pee touched, so he lost it. He was love drunk. He's like, oh, okay, here, take whatever you want. Here, you want money? You want the launch codes? You want all the secret information from America? I'll give it to you because you touched my penis and I'm an awkward little fuckhead who doesn't know how to be rational. God, it's such a stupid idea. Look, man, I mean, you know what I take away from this? And people are going to come after me and tell me that this isn't the right takeaway, but whatever. This is the first thing that popped in my mind. Look, a lot of guys, let's face it, a lot of guys were just dumb. It's true that we think with our little head and not our big head. Look, I'm guilty of it too. I mean, I've never given away the launch codes. I don't have the launch codes. But, have I said things I probably shouldn't have said and done things I shouldn't have done and found myself in weird scenarios all because I was thinking with my dick head as opposed to my real head? Absolutely! And I think most guys, if they're being honest, probably over 70% of guys, if they're being honest, are like, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? I mean, I know guys who fucking did plays when they don't want to act. They don't want to do plays wearing tights and shit, prancing around on stage all because they were having sex with one of the women in the play. It's what we do. We do dumb shit to try to get laid and to try to keep those women in our lives happy. But this shows you, man, when you're in this kind of a position, you can't be that stupid. You can't do it. Look at what you're giving away this stuff like nothing. God, this scares me to death because what this shows is if fucking Vladimir Putin is looking at the situation, he's going, send over this beautiful female Russian spy and just have her have sex with anybody who has any clearance whatsoever. And they'll be like, whatever you want. We'll blow up Missouri right now if that means I could do anal with you. You want the codes and then we'll do anal? Rock and roll, let's do it.